Audio check. Check, check, check. Alright, I think we're live. Let's adjust my volume here. Alright, guys. Hi, guys. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Flight Sim. Okay, so for today, we're going to be jumping back on to the cockpit of an F-18 Hornet. And we are going to be continuing our mission on one of the campaigns I've been playing on DCS lately. It's called Oil in the Water. So if you've been following my, my stream for the past couple of, episodes that I did, we began with, I forget, what was it? No, we were tasked to destroy anti-ship missiles around the Persian Gulf, specifically in the areas intended performing a surface, combat air patrol. And then we were also able to splash a couple of, MiGs that they sent or scrambled. But they have escalated this, in this mission. So this is the third mission of the campaign. And, sorry, I think am I having connection issues again? Hold on a second. Can you guys hear me okay? Or am I having, drop frames at this point? Hold on. Hopefully not. Yeah, so what they did was, basically, they're escalating it in this mission. What they're trying to do now is that, they are, going to, try to disrupt the operations further. So that's what's going to happen. And let me just give you a brief background on what's happening here. This is the civilian ship that was struck. I mean, obviously fire's out now at this point in time. But you have a couple of, civilian, rescue, vessels, trying to, swarm in and, rescue some survivors here. This is the other ship. And the escalation here is that we sent a destroyer as part of the battle group that we're on right now. And this is hold on a second. Why is it not showing up? It's crazy. Hold on. This guy right here. So this destroyer is the USS Bainbridge. So what happened was the USS Bainbridge, en route to assist and secure the area, was struck by an unknown torpedo. And that's the problem, right? And Iran is denying any involvement, but at the same time, while we figure things out, what we want to do is basically perform a combat air patrol in the area to provide some security. So that's what we're going to be doing, in this mission. So Lars Hansen says, your ship is on fire. I'm aware of that. Like I said, in this mission that was struck by a torpedo, we have 20... I think in this mission, in the mission briefing, they said that there's 21 coalition KIA or American, sailors KIA in this mission. So it's something that we're pretty pissed off about, and that's why Command is asking us to, to do a combat air patrol in the region. All right, so let's get started. We're going to be doing a cold and dark start, and the first thing we need to do is turn on the battery. Close the canopy. Closed. Turn on my APU. While my APU is turning on, I'm going to turn on onboard oxygen and turn on a couple of knobs right here. So the radar needs to be operational. INS needs to be IFA, so it will align shortly. APU light is on. We're ready to go. We're going to crank our right engine. We're going to set our DDIs today. We're going to set this left DDI today as well. Multicolored function display. Ian Parake has liked the stream. Thank you so much, Alan. I'm seeing some fluctuation in my bandwidth. Hopefully this isn't a permanent thing. Hold on, okay? So let's write this right here. Right engine is already cranked, so we're going to move to throttle idle on our right engine. Here we go. While we wait for that, we're going to uncage our SAI right there. In our briefing, the current QNH is 29903, so that's set. Okay. And then
roll left.
What we're going to be doing is that we're going to set up a couple of things here. So
Flight control.
Right engine is already started up. We're going to crank the left engine. Turn on our HUD while that happens. Flip open our mirrors here. And we're going to turn on our radar warning receiver. Right, so that's good. Flight control surfaces need to be reset, and we're going to do just that. Turn on some formation lighting and position lights. And we're going to check our weight. So for our weight, I'm going to switch to 20 nautical miles on my multifunction color display here, set my target to waypoint number 1, and I'm going to bring up my frag sheet. So my frag sheet is this one right here. I'm going to pin that. We only have 4 waypoints here. The first is the rejoin, which is where 1, which is me, the flight leader for Uzi 1, and then 2, who is my wingman, are going to join up, basically. We're going to merge at this location and flight information. Second is USS Bainbridge, which was the U.S. destroyer that was struck by a torpedo, somewhere near the area where the tankers are, which is waypoint number 3. So we're going to be doing a combat air patrol between waypoints 2 and 3 until we are ordered RTB, then we proceed to recovery. Okay, that sounds good, right? Pretty simple. This mission is actually pretty cool. I mean, this campaign itself is pretty cool. I would like to have, some voiceovers, but, I think that, could come a later time should the developer or the mission developer decide to do that. All right, so seat armed, that's good. No more warnings, so we should be good to go to get started. But like I said to you guys, we are going to configure our stores. So let me just, walk you through my loadout for this mission. On this mission, and I'm going to flip off my, my external lighting for now because that's bad practice. Okay, we're loaded with a very simple loadout. We are loaded with 6X AIM-120Cs or AMRAAMs. So these are semi-active radar-guided missiles, which means that I need to sort of lock onto a target until a particular like a point in the missile's journey where I could break lock and just like go wherever I want to go. But these are pretty good missiles, and they have a pretty decent range. I would say that they contain a smaller warhead than like a Sparrow, but I like it because it can engage in beyond visual range. Josh Young, Kentucky in the mix. How's it going, bro? Thank you so much for joining in again. And we have 6X, like I said, 6X AIM-120C AMRAAMs. And on our wingtips, we have our typical loadout of 2X Sidewinders. So for this mission, we also have 2 drop tanks, which would be great because we need the endurance to do a prolonged patrol if necessary. Hopefully not, but let's see. Okay. So the only thing that we need to set up as far as our stores would go. And actually, you know what? Let's do this later. I don't feel like doing it right now. All right, so let's switch to FCS on this side. Radar warning receiver is already active. I need to turn on a couple of things here. Dispensers on. And I am going to switch to my electronic warfare page. ALE. Okay. Is that good? Why is it not working? Stand by on this one. There we go. So we're just waiting for this thing to do a self-test. And I need to configure my shaft and flares, the programs that I want for the semi-automatic mode. Okay, so still doing its built-in test. Angel Autista has liked the stream. Thank you so much. ALE-47, let's set that up. We're going to go with semi-active, or sorry, semi-active mode, or semi-automatic mode, I should say. Change some things here, particularly the repetition. I want this to be only 5 repetitions. Okay, so that's good, and that should be configured right now. And I'm going to click the return button, and I'm going to click keep that there. Okay, as far as like this would go, I could just decrease the gain, and that should give me some, I guess, like situational awareness in terms of like where I am, as far as like my location would go. Okay, IFA time for the GPS is probably 7 minutes, so we have 2 minutes left, but that's good. We have enough time. We're gonna put in our pilot model now. Here we go. That's that guy right there. Turn off that master caution light. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna ask the ground crew to remove our wheel chocks so we could get tension in catapult number 1. Remove the wheel chocks.
Remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Emergency brakes disabled. And now let's get tension. Nose wheel steering high, active. With controls, there we go. You should see my HOTAS setup now. Wings, flaps to full. I don't want to extend my wing set because I have a couple of helicopters here. So, assets in the air right now. We have multiple helos doing anti-submarine warfare in the area. We have AWACS and we have a tanker. So we have a good amount of military assets in the area. Okay, so we're here. This is catapult number 1. Okay. Extend our launch more. Wow. That guy just pushed an F-18 into position. That dude has meth strength. Let's get tension in here. There we go, we're good. Stow our wing lever here. So we're going to wait for the signal to do military power. Retract our launch bar. 2 is already tensioned, which is good. Military power. Flight control surfaces a little bit of a test here. And flip on our lights to signal that we are ready to go. Ground crew salute. And then we're going to be off. Cat shot in a bit. Catapult shot right now. We are wheels up. Gears retracted. I'm going to put my sequence in here as well. I'm going to turn in now. And start at a climbing turn. I can throttle back a little bit now to conserve some fuel. I'm now going to be switching to waypoint number 2. Alright. I want to climb a decent altitude here, but not above cloud cover because we still need some visibility. Specifically because we're patrolling an area where there are damaged ships and we need a good line of sight there. Angel's 2.5 right now. Kyle Rada has liked the stream. Thank you, Kyle. Long time no see, bro. Okay. Probably going to throttle down to around 350 knots here. And I will begin to set up my attack radar. 4 bars. And I want to scan a radius of 80 miles. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to order my wingman to fly in formation with me. Formation. Finger 4.
Flight. Go finger 4.
We definitely have a lot of radar signatures here. And one of the things I'm going to be setting up is actually a better page to be monitoring right now would be our situational awareness page. It's actually a better page to look at. Okay, currently at Angel 6. 330 knots, which is good enough for me. Climbing at a steady pace here. Trey Cross, like the stream. Thank you, Trey. I'm gonna order my flight to... Actually, I've already done that, so we're good. 319 knots. And I'm gonna engage autopilot in a bit. So, heading select. Right there would be good. Autopilot, attitude hold. And that should allow me to fly to waypoint number 2. So waypoint number 2 is where the Bainbridge is. Continuing to scan my horizon here and my radar. So I'm going to adjust the radar elevation here to surface level up to 46,000 feet. So we could be aware of any threats. Okay, so 2 is in formation. So that's my wingman right there. And we have a couple of surface threats here as well. So those are islands controlled by Iran, and there is a certain radius that we cannot reach simply because there are going to be surface-to-air missiles in that area, and we want to make sure that we don't cross that territory. And there's a couple of other islands in the area as well that are controlled by Iran, and of course the Iranian mainland is just like straight to my 12 o'clock. So that's something that we definitely need to be aware of. Okay. Currently good. Throttle down a little bit here. Those were the oil rigs that we passed on our earlier missions. Turn off autopilot here. Let me just hand fly for now. Currently at Angels 10, which is a good enough altitude. I can still see surface contacts here. Okay, continuously adjust my attack radar here as well. Two's right there. Good. So I'm going to put the waypoint information in my HUD right here. And I can see him now. There's a visual there of that ship right there. So I'm going to fly a little bit closer to him. Just to give a quick scan. So we need to patrol the area between the Bainbridge, which is the ship that's on fire right here. So another party of search and rescue vessels are on its way to approach this ship right here to provide support. But we're here to make sure that no further threats enter the area, and if there are, we need to identify and destroy. Currently 18 miles away from the Bainbridge. Strong arm now, or Armstrong, sorry.
Altitude.
Because we're about to enter a point where we are potentially going to encounter enemy contact. Scanning a range of like negative 21 feet to 38,000 feet here. Which is good. That's enough. Mark Turbella, I like the stream. Thank you. 12 miles away from the Bainbridge right there. So let's take a quick pass there. Okay, let's just take a peek. So it looks like there's already a helo there providing support. Obviously, I don't want to accidentally crash into it. Let's take a quick peek here. Pretty foggy and windy, weather today. But yeah, that destroyer is in flames. After this, we're going to proceed to waypoint number 3. And then now we're going to switch back and forth between the two ships. Actually, there are 3 ships. There are 2 civilian vessels that are currently being attended to by a search and rescue party to my 9 o'clock. But this is the ship that was hit by torpedo. And that's the reason why there's a lot of, I guess, like anti-submarine helos patrolling the area as well. They're trying to conduct like submarine warfare.
This is Uzi 1, on station at waypoint 2. Uzi 1, Wizard copies. Fly patrol between waypoints 2 and 3 is fragged.
Okay, 2 and 3, USS Bainbridge and the tankers. 3 miles away from the Bainbridge. See him right there. So we're going to start our turn to the civilian vessels that were struck by anti-ship missiles in the earlier parts of this campaign. Currently at Carib's 500 feet here. And that is the Bainbridge. So there's a helicopter there, probably providing support, but that ship is messed up, man. Alright, let's climb. Trivia. So the USS Bainbridge was actually the ship that the Navy deployed to assist the Maersk Alabama, which was the ship in the movie Captain Phillips. I think it was assisted by the Bonnie Dick as well, the USS Bonnie Dick. But at the same time, I think that's where the ship, the snipers shot from. I'm not sure. Haven't seen that movie in a long time. Alright, let's throttle up here. Let's proceed to waypoint 3. Still scanning here. No contacts as of yet, which is good. Scanning 80 miles. Two's right there. That's good. Let's pitch down a little bit here. I want to get until at least 350 knots here. Sorry, I already see a lot of surface contacts over there. So it looks like the tanker that was struck is just right there. So let's just take a pass there as well. Let me configure a couple of things here as well. The sensors I need to set my radar warning receiver indications to all IFF to RWRID. So I can see my wingman right there as an F-18. And same for any threats that are identified by my radar. Throttle down here a little bit. I'm currently at 470 knots. Checking out for lampposts here or potential SAM launches that we don't detect with our missile warning system. That is, I believe, Tund Island. Let me check. No, that's Abu Musa Island. And if you remember our first mission, that's one of the islands where we, destroyed some of the anti-ship missiles that were stationed there. So there's an active airbase as well. Okay. Definitely see some surface contacts here approaching waypoint number 3. And then we're going to be patrolling back and forth between waypoints number 3 and waypoint number 2. Waypoints 3 and 2. So you see a lot of search and rescue boats there. That's a tanker. Fires out. Good. And I think they're evacuating, the crew of, that ship. So our goal is to just provide surface, combat air patrol in the region.
Uzi 1, this is Wizard. New bogey group. Bullseye 048 for 95. Ha. Intercept and prevent them from closing on the vein bridge. Weapons hold unless fired upon.
Okay, so we have bogies. Asking AWACS to provide picture right now. It says clean. So the situational awareness page indicates like a threat circle right there. So that's most likely a SAM location. Our goal is to stay away from that area as much as possible. I can go in there and just like egress as soon as possible, but I don't have to. So let's go back to the Bain Bridge because that's where those bandits are coming from. I see MiG-29 spikes right there. I'm gonna ask AWACS again for bogey dope.
Wizard 1-1, Uzi 1-1.
And I'm gonna begin a climb here. Throttle up. Aggressive climb.
Uzi 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 053 470 at 14,000 knots.
So at 14,000 feet, 70 miles away. So we want to engage beyond visual range. But at the same time, we don't want to accidentally venture into that threat ring right there. So we're currently 8,000 feet. I want to be on top of them, so I could loft my missile farther. I'm going to climb to around Angels 20, so I can get the drop on them. We're not authorized to fire yet unless fired upon, is what Wizard says. So that's one of the civilian ships. We're set to identify. Currently Angels 12, climbing steadily. We are now above cover. RWR indicates that they are MiG-29s. I'm not picking them up yet on my radar. I know that they're there because of the radar signature, but I'm not picking up bricks. Okay, so let's pitch down here a little bit until I can ID them. Potential area that we can be fired upon by a surface air missile would be that island right there too. And that's Tund Island. That's one of the areas that we were assaulting in the previous missions. I don't see them yet.
Wizard 1-1, Bra 055 440 at 35,000 knots.
Did he say 35? Okay, I see them now. Radar contact.
Uzi 1-1, Wizard 1-1, Bra 055
Switching to track while scan. Switching to air mode.
knots.
See them there. And I'm being locked. Hostile act, so I'm authorized to fire now. Let me climb a little bit here so I can loft the missile if necessary. Switching another target there. Burning my cans here so I can get more speed and I can loft my missile farther. Currently 37 miles away. Let me switch back to my SA page here. I'm outside of the threat circle, so I'm most likely going to be, or I'm locking missile launch. Evading. Oh shit. 5745. Trinidad's right there. Let's climb again. Oh man, they really got a good lock on me. There we go. Need to engage. Fight. Engage, bandits. I don't have visual on them.
Altitude. Altitude.
Let's get out of here. So I have a group of contacts here. I see them. We're not in the launch acceptable region here yet, in LAR, and I'm going to fire Fox 3. Fox 3. Switching to another target. There's 4 of them. Switching to Sidewinders here.
Contact bearing 072.16.
Splash 1. I splash a SU-24 with that Fox 3. It's long range shot. 4 miles away from this one.
Contact bearing 067.16.
Fox 2.
Contact bearing 065.16.
Splash that SU-24 as well. Oof! Oh my goodness! Damaged. We need to engage these bandits now.
Flight.
I think I've lost 1 engine. Oh, I'm in flames. Someone's behind me.
Fox 2. Spike, 6 o'clock. Tally Bandit, 1 o'clock. Flash 1.
2 has splashed 1.
Mud Spike, 1 o'clock. Tally Bandit, 9 o'clock.
That missile barely missed me too. To get out of here. Someone's right behind my tail. Oh, I did the Top Gun maneuver there. Oh man! Oh shoot!
Tally Bandit, 1 o'clock.
Am I going down? Need to recover from this. Ah. Ah, we're dead, dude.
Bandit, 1 o'clock.
We're dead. We're dead. Totally dead. I'm gonna look at a spin.
Contact 2. Tally Bandit, 2 o'clock.
Angels 8, I'm falling. And I'm dying. Oh, I'm recovering! I'm still in this game.
Altitude.
Spike,
Woo! I recovered from that spin.
Flash 1.
2 a splash, another one. Thanks. Got him off my tail. There's another MiG-29 to my 7 o'clock. I'm beat up, man. There's another one. Need to get this guy. They're just a better, I guess, like more maneuverable aircraft. That's a problem with MiG-29s. No, two splashed him. Good job, too. One more contact. I need to go back to my SA page here. One spike at where? Okay, let's head back to waypoint number 2, man. That's insane. Whoa! There we go. So apparently there was one bandit behind me. No shoot. Good stuff by 2.
Wizard, Uzi 1-1, Grand Slam. The group heading for the main bridge is all down.
Good stuff. To rejoin, I'm in flames. Some bullet holes as well, most likely. I don't want to look right now. Let's head back to waypoint number 2. But those guys came pretty close. I was within gun range for a bit. And I think one of my flight control surfaces failed, during that missile that I took. Or I didn't take it directly, I think. I think it exploded somewhere behind me. And I went into a spin. Let's go back to the main bridge now. Waiting for their orders. Grand Slam means that there's no more air contacts. So we just want to make sure that we go back to station. Still Tiger and fuel. I have 9,000 pounds. How did you manage to spin a Hornet? Said Salim. Dude, I don't know. I was trying to evade. I was panicking, honestly. I mean, that's the honest answer to that, Salim. So Salim asks that on YouTube. And, dude, I don't know, man. This is the first time I actually had a Hornet spin. My expectation was for me to just go down. I was about to give up, honestly. But I was able to recover from that spin. And with some, 4,000 feet to spare, I guess. Insane. I think one of my engines are dead. I can't get any more thrust than 220 knots. But still a pretty good, I guess, sortie. 2 was killing it. I splashed a couple of bombers, Su-24s. And I think I splashed a MiG-29 as well. So Tund Island is right here. Just look out here, just to make sure that there aren't any SAMs there. I did splash a MiG-29 with my one of my what do you call this? My AMRAMs, or spam rams, as the community endearingly refers to it. I can spam AMRAMs in Mad Dog mode and it will hit something in that general direction, I would think. Tund Island is right there. Look at surface or radar threats here. 18. I have the usual Persian Gulf mess of SAM signatures, but no factor at this point. So returning back to our course line here. Just need to avoid this threat circle right here, and I hope 2 is aware of that. The last time I went on an F-18 mission, 2 was shot down because he wanted to start a war with Iran on his own. So no Tiger and fuel. I could remain on station. So let me just be conservative with fuel here. I'm gonna engage auto throttle for now. that took us far. I think we were headed, to the Iranian mainland and towards the area of the Gulf of Oman. When we engaged those bandits, but they were locking onto us. So I would think that's a hostile act. And Wizard did say that we can engage when we're fired upon. I mean, they were ready to. I'm not gonna wait for that. Getting back here to let's just switch to waypoint number 3 for now. And there's waypoint number 3. It is currently 15 miles away. This may avionics okay. Yeah, may autopilot still work, so that's good. Do you use your SA page or EW page more, or does it just depend on what you're doing? Asks Josh Young. I've learned to use the SA page more. Honestly, because the SA page would give you some threat circles right here. Although these are static, typically they're preset by mission, and we know that there are SAMs here. These are not accurate though. What happens is that if like a seed mission were to destroy the SAMs that are located in that area, we have no way of knowing whether or not they're still active or they turned off and then repositioned themselves and that kind of thing, right? So I use them interchangeably, I would say, but at the same time, I think I rely on the EW page more. I just like it better. But if you have a data link and you have AWACS and other, other Hornets or other allied aircraft in the area with you, the SA page is actually very good because it feeds you contacts as well. You can't necessarily lock onto them, but at least you'd be aware of where they are. So just one of the civilian ships that were struck by anti-ship missiles. Errol Domingos liked the stream. Thank you, Errol. And then we're going to go to waypoint number 2 for the Bainbridge. So we are on a combat air patrol here. We just splashed I would say 2 flights of bandits. Our goal was just to escort them out, honestly, but they were acting all hostile and shit. There were Su-24 bombers too, so that couldn't be good. 2 was killing it today. .8 tons of fuel. We're still good. I know that mud spike is coming from that island right there. Hence the threat circle. Better avoid that. You're dangerously close. And we're going to be switching to waypoint number 2. This is the most AA I've done on the F-18. I'm not a big fan of dogfighting and aerial combat, honestly. I like, I would say multi-role, type missions. Or anti-ground, sometimes. Just gonna watch out for that island right there. I believe that's Abu Musa, or is that Tom? Yeah, that's Abu Musa. The main bridge is right there. So if you just joined in, the main bridge was struck by torpedoes. We don't know yet who did it, but with the way Iran is acting in this campaign, it's probably them. I mean, we did destroy most of their anti-ship batteries in this region. They're pretty pissed off with that, but at the same time, they were responsible for damaging a civilian vessel, so we needed to respond. Engaging my auto throttle at 300 knots here, around 311 knots to be exact. I have visual on the main bridge. So to fly over that 12 miles away. Make sure no other contacts are present. Switch back to 18 miles of search here. That is pretty intense. And actually, that's the most intense, I guess, I've been on an A2A scenario. I don't play a lot of AA. That's the reason why I don't join a lot of multiplayer servers. I try to just play my own campaigns, my own pace. Let's increase this radar elevation. Switch to 4 bars as well. There we go. It's more manageable. Wolves Flow! What's up? Like the stream. Okay, so we are 7 miles away from the beam bridge. If you just joined us, the beam bridge was struck by like a torpedo of unknown origin, and our mission was to provide like a cover via combat air patrol in the area, alternating between the region where or the area where the beam bridge was or is still. It's not sunk, and the civilian ships that were struck earlier in the campaign. So that's what we're doing here. We're 4 miles away from the beam bridge. I have a contact right here that appeared on my radar. That is suspicious. Let's check this out. I'm going to ask AWACS to declare, but I missed it. I lost it. There it is. Declare. Nope. I lose that. Let me switch to range well scan. Reset. Switch to 140 miles. Sorry, 140 degrees. I lost it. Okay, so we're over the Bain Bridge. I'm gonna switch back to that ship right there, but let me scan this particular area right here. There we go, there's a contact. AWACS, declare.
Wizard 1-1. Uzi 1-1. Declare.
48 miles away. Still outside of my range, but I need to know.
1-1. Wizard 1-1. Contact is friendly.
Okay, contact is friendly. So let's head back to the civilian ships. Disengaging that contact. So we're going to be doing this until we're bingo on fuel. I'm setting my bingo to around 5,000 pounds of fuel. Or until I get bored, honestly. My plane is messed up. Got some explaining to do. I mean, come on, man. I mean, those odds were overwhelming, honestly. I got lucky on my AMRAM shot in the beginning. They got into my launch acceptable region. I fired a Fox 3, then got out of there. I was lucky that it activated and hit like an Su-24. So patrolling. That's Abu Musa, right there. You guys stay cool. There's an active airfield right there. You don't have to escalate this any further. And then we're going to be switching to waypoint number 3. You know what would have been great for this mission? An F-16. An F-16 would have made short work of those bandits, like way beyond visual range, I would say. I don't know, for some reason the F-16 just has a better, I guess, like a BVR radar. As you noticed earlier, I mean, the air-to-air radar on the Hornet is a little bit spotty. Again, threat circle right there. We just need to make sure that we stay away of that area. Stay away from that area. So let's be aware of that. The F-18 radar is so bad in DCS, says Docta on Twitch. That's right, man. Hey, Docta, would you know? I mean, I was trying earlier to lock on to multiple contacts. From my knowledge, I think I need to be in track while scan mode, right? And do I have to designate the targets, like individually, or if I click the pinky button or hit the pinky button, would it switch between all available contacts in that area? Something I've always wondered about. I mean, I was I was able to do that once. I mean, I fired off like 2 AMRAMs and I was so happy about it. But I've seen people like fire like multiple missiles at a target, like multiple AMRAMs, multiple targets actually, and just notch them, keep them in there like 3 o'clock or something like that. That's pretty badass. I need to learn that. I'm not much of a Hornet guy, but I'm pretty sure you have to lock them individually, said Doctor. Yeah, thank you, man. I'll keep note of that. I got hit, and I think, one of my flight control surfaces is damaged. So I'm most likely going to be RTB. I'm getting, some weirdness in my controls here. I'm not receiving any instructions. And I'm not sure what to do. Am I supposed to return home now? Because missions typically would trigger a couple of things, right? But we did splash everyone at this point. They did say Grand Slam. But a proper cap needs to be relieved, right? I mean, somebody else needs to be deployed. Okay. Approaching the civilian vessels again. So one of them is there. This campaign's actually pretty decent, honestly. It just needs decent voiceover, that's all. It has a lot of tense moments. Okay. I am switching back to waypoint number 2. DCS voice acting is questionable at best. Yeah, when you're talking about the default ones, yeah, they're definitely awful, man. But, there are some campaigns that are, very good as far as, like, voice acting would go. So, a couple of good examples of those are the Enemy Within campaign for the A10 Warthog. And you also have the Piercing Fury campaign on the Warthog as well. Those were pretty well acted out. I mean, cheesy at times, but better than the robotic voices that we have by default, right? Or the text-to-speech voices that mission creators use in their campaigns. So there's the ship there, fars out. Rescue operations ongoing. I'm about to head home, guys, honestly. Because this mission is not triggering anything and I don't want to waste any more time than I already did. I'm pretty happy I recovered out of that spin. I do like the super carrier voice acting. Though. Which specific part of the super carrier has a distinct, voice outside of the default, Doctor? Because I know it's just, it's just the ground crew, right? I mean, what is it? 18 is within that threat circle? Oh no, that's just positional. That doesn't indicate range. I don't want to lose another wingman. I lost another, a wingman already in the last mission. So there he is. It's pretty close to me. The ATC and LSO voices are pretty... Oh, so you mean the Stennis, the default carrier doesn't have LSO voices? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I always use the super carrier. Okay, so once I reach the Bainbridge, guys, and I don't receive any additional instructions from Wizard, I'm gonna RTB. Because this is pretty long. Making sure I'm scanning everything. Yeah, super care only. Got it. Okay. So let's begin setting up our TACAN now, because my intention is to RTB at this point. I am also damaged, so that's probably good justification for me to go home anyway. TACAN is... Oh, I can divert to Al Minhad. That's pretty cool, but I don't want to do that. I want to land on a carrier. So, Mother is 73X on the TACAN. So let me set that up right now. On. Okay. ILS frequency is 1. Enter. On. And let's put both of those to on our HUD. We're 60 miles away from the carrier, which isn't pretty bad. I have like 7 tons of fuel, which is still Tiger. Let's see how the Hornet's gonna handle with the broken control surfaces at slow speed. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Let's see. I'm gonna land now. Anyways, guys, I'm approaching the second waypoint, which is the Bainbridge. And if there are no other triggers in this mission, and that's a problem. the triggers on DCS missions are pretty iffy as well. So that's the thing. So that's the Bainbridge. Some in flames. There's a helicopter like providing search and rescue operations there. But the fleet is nearby. They're currently 60 miles away. So we should be able to send a rescue party here. But honestly, I feel bad for leaving them and the civilian vessels because a new cap should relieve us. If I were to design this mission, that's what I would do. That's pretty good though. Whatever. Okay, so let's RTB, guys. Doctor, is this a default mission or a paid campaign? No, it's one of those user-generated missions. It's pretty decent. I mean, the first two missions were pretty decent. It's just called Oil in the Water. Go look that up for the Hornet. Okay, so we're RTB now. That's the Bainbridge. And let's go home. So TACAN on. I'm not seeing the... Is it correct? 7-3? These briefings are also awful. Oh, by the way, one other Hornet mission that's good is called Raven 1. Raven 1 is actually based off a book. And was made by the same dudes who made Enemy Within on the A10. That's a pretty solid campaign. Great voice acting, great briefings. This one is most likely wrong. So I have a 73X TACAN here. Let me switch to my HSI here. There it is. I see it. So that's actually correct. So let's call inbound now. Oh, my flight control surfaces are awful. ATC, George Washington, inbound.
Marshall 107. Marking Mops 090 450. Angels 4.5. Holding hands at 105. Low state 4.4.
So, 2 is actually, lower in fuel state than I am.
Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds at above 10,000. Altimeter is 2.
Passing waypoint 200.
326. Report see me at 10.
Setting my radar altimeter here.
107.
And the expected BRC is 326, so I need to set that course line with a CSIL here. 326. Enter. And because 2 has a lower fuel state than I do, and ATC is messed up on DCS, what typically would happen is that the carrier would still prioritize me, given that 2 already has a low fuel state, and he should go before I do. There's just no way of, I guess, like dictating that order of pattern entry on DCS. So let me order 2 to RTB.
Flight RTB.
Let's check him out.
Rudder.
There he is. This is gonna pass me. He has 4.4 tons of fuel left.
Mud spike 2 o'clock.
I need to land before I do. I'm still a Tiger. I have like
Mud spike 2 o'clock.
6.7 tons. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be tough to land. Let's see. Not only do I have, I don't know, something wrong with my aileron, probably. I also have, my right aileron specifically. I also have, somewhat of a full load still. Loadout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mud spike 5 o'clock.
So I have 5x AMRAMs and I have 2x Sidewinder still. Dump some fuel if you need to. Yeah, that's right. I can do that. But let me try this. Let me try to do this and see if I can nail it. 35 miles away from the George Washington. At around 20 miles, I'm gonna
Spike 5 o'clock.
go below 2,000 feet, or actually at 2,000 feet, until I get confirmation that I can enter the pattern. Well, I can, because obviously it doesn't make that distinction in who's low on fuel.
Mud spike 5 o'clock.
We'll always prioritize the player. Okay, so let's fence out here. Master arm off.
Mud spike 2 o'clock.
Dispensers off. I'm way within well within the anti-air protection of the battle group at 30 miles. So I don't see any threats here. We're currently 30 miles away. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I mean, that was a pretty short mission, but it was pretty intense in the beginning. I mean, the trigger was broken on this mission, because, or unless that was the trigger. I did not receive any other instructions there, but they did say we're Grand Slam, which means that the picture is clear. All the aircraft heading to the main bridge were successfully splashed. What I would have done as a mission creator would have been to order me RTB or automate like a new flight to relieve me on the cap duties. So that's what I would have done. Let's switch to 10 nautical miles here. There we go. Let's maintain this altitude. $23 miles away. Awful camera view. Max landing weight is 33,000 pounds, I'm pretty sure, said Doctor. I might dump my stores if that's the case. So let's check it out. I'm at 36,000. I'm already good with fuel, so I don't need my external stores, honestly. So let's do that. I've been trying to do this, but for some reason it's not letting me. See? I don't want to jettison my munitions. That's good. That costs money. At least the drop tanks are cheap. Let me check my flight control surfaces here. Switch back to my HSI. Alright. Currently 16 miles away. We're going to call see me at 10 in a bit. If you look to the left of your left MFD, below it. Oh, shit, you're right. Jettison state. Oh, that's right. So I need to select one first, right? Okay. Let me see. Let's try this out. So do I have left inner? So left inner and right inner, right? That should work, right? My flaps are permanently extended. I'm flipping my flap switch and it's not working. So let's see. Didn't work. Matthew Schultz says, requesting a flyby. It doesn't work. I don't want to use this emergency jettison button because that's going to be weird. Set them to auto. There's no auto, man. The auto flaps is not working. I mean, I'm currently flying at 300 knots. And I've set them to auto, but for some reason my flaps are permanently extended. So that's probably the reason why I get so much drag. A challenge to land this thing. Oh, sorry. Totally forgot about see me at 10. Turn off music for now. CVN 73. See you at 10.
107. See you at 10.
Update state switched out.
Okay, so let's drop to 800 feet here.
107. Low state 3.6.
They're probably jammed, said Docda. That's my hunch. But yeah, I totally forgot about the selected selective jettison feature.
Passing waypoint 3.
Tower 107.
So much depth in this model.
Angels 1. Holding hands with 105.
Turning off ATC now.
Low state 3.6.
Is ATC jammed too? That would suck. No, there we go. No, come on. That's good enough. Currently at 650, I'm pretty low. So let's turn here. little bit low. Box looks clear. Commencing. Hook down. Alright. A bit too high now. Brake. Speed brakes up. Speed brakes down, actually. You're down. Flaps.
107. Tower, Roger. BRC 325. Signal is Charlie.
107.
Our beam. Got a little bit too low there, buddy. I need to trim. I'm heavy, so I need more thrust to get lift. This sucks. It's gonna be tough. There we go. Switching down to radar altimeter here. There we go. This is a noob amateur brake right here. I'm like 1.6 miles away already. Let's gotta start our turn. There it is. Doing this right. Looks like I'm a bit far. Yep, I'm way too far. What a noob break. Okay, let's see if I can salvage this. A bit to the left.
Tower 107. Hornet ball 5.4.
Oh, I'm skewed to the left. There we go. I'll take that. Hook down, hook up. Flaps up. Okay. Nose wheel steering high. I think that was a one wire. You're right. If you overspeed that, like, let me just park this thing. So Washington green deck. Spark right here. I don't think this catapult is gonna be used anyway. The fuck is wrong? Even my steering is awful. Alright, so emergency brakes on. I'm gonna ask the crew to place the wheel chocks here.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Turn off this pilot model right here. Turn off our radar. Turn off our INS. Turn off our DDIs. this armor ejection seat. Onboard oxygen off. Matthew Schultz liked the stream. Thank you so much. I think that's all that needs to be done here. Right engine off. Left engine off. Somebody just landed too. Right, so what else do we need to do here? Nothing else, right? Battery power off. Canopy open. If you want to be really technical about it, turn off the position information lights. That's good. Alright, guys, so we are down. We are down safely. Damage to the wing, flight control surfaces. We got shot. I think, with a missile that didn't directly hit us, but at the same time I think blew up, very close to the engines. I got into a spin, because of that. Recovered. Now we're back safely to on the deck of the George Washington. Mission was bugged. I was expecting a couple of triggers, but at the same time, I guess that's it because there's nothing else to do. I could go back and forth to make it realistic, I guess, until I'm relieved. But I don't even think they're gonna relieve me because the triggers are broken. Or maybe that's the way it's designed. I don't know. I just downloaded this mission and thought, okay, well, let's try this out. It's been pretty cool so far. It's one of those missions, I guess, that is, buggy or didn't play out as expected. I mean, mission editor based missions are typically, pretty iffy at best. So, let's read your comments. What planes do you usually fly? Said Doctor. So, I typically fly the A-10 Warthog. I also fly the F-18 Hornet. I recently bought the F-16. But at the same time, I just don't have enough capacity to learn another aircraft at the moment, honestly. But I got the F-16. I'm trying to learn that on my spare time. What else do I have here? F-16 is wonderful, says Doctor. That's great, man. I'm looking forward to it. What else do I have here? Yeah, dudes, that's it. I mean, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for bringing the vibes, man. I appreciate your company as always. And if you haven't done so already, I'm a newbie streamer. I'm also a newbie. Like DCS, pilot. So, thank you for going with me on this journey. It hasn't always been smooth, but at the same time, at least I'm hoping that it's entertaining for all of you guys. Well, that's it. I'm gonna end the stream now. I hope to see you on my next stream. I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow or on Friday. And if you haven't done so already, I would appreciate a like, a follow, or a share. I am on 3 networks. The first is on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube, and I'm also on Twitch. I'm pretty new to Twitch. I really don't understand it yet. I'm an old man, so I don't understand why my fellow kids like you are doing in Twitch. And at the same time, I'm also on YouTube, which most of my flights are there. The only reason why I'm on YouTube is that because I can store all my my previous videos on there. But it's pretty good, Thank you so much. Anyway, Emil X Prasad asked, do you have track IR or something else? I do have a track IR. So this is a track IR 5. I hate it because I need a hat. I know there's a version that I could clip to my headphones instead. I don't like wearing a hat. It's super hot where I am. But I'm looking at other options. I think there are better options in the market right now that could be alternatives to track IR. Anyways, guys, that will be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on this mission, like I said, and I'll see you again soon. Drink plenty of water, stay safe,